Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming how I do this shirt, this Holy shirt. This was an old sweater from H&M that I never really wore because it sort of just ended up looking old. I don't know if it was a type of cotton that it is or the type of material, I don't know, but it just ended up looking really old, so I never really wore it. I always opted for like my other more interesting sweaters that I had, so I thought what a great idea to kind of make it different and something more for the summer, since we're kind of going into the summer months and it's going to get a little hot, so it's better to have holes in your shirt, especially if it's a sweater, because it's going to be much more hotter and it's just going to be really really warm if it's like a full sweater. I cut off the sleeves and I made some holes in it and cut some other parts of the sweater. So the only things that you will need for this project are some scissors and an old sweater. So very limited stuff. If you wanted to, you can also use a razor or something like that, but I just like the scissor and the sweater combo. So yeah. But if you want to take a look at how I did it, then keep on watching this video. Before we get this video started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. It's right down below. And also hit that little bell so you get a notification every time I upload a video. Also, leave me a comment and give this video a thumbs up if you like it at the end. And why don't we go ahead and get this started. So this is the sweater before. It's just a cotton sweater from H&M. It's long sleeve and really hot for this summer. So the first thing you want to do is you want to cut the bottom of the sweater off just to give it more of an edgier look and not so, I guess, clean cut. So here I'm going to just cut off all the bottom. I know there's a stain right there. I don't know what that is, but it was an old sweater that I just never wore. So who knows what that could be, but I'm just going to cut the bottom off first, and then and so you're going to do that all the way around the sweater, and then we're going to do the same thing to the sleeves. In some of these shots, my scissors weren't working as well, so I kind of had to improvise and try to find the sharpest part of the scissors. But bear with me if it's taking a little bit long for it to cut. So after you have the whole bottom cut, you can either save that piece for another project or toss it away. I'm going to toss mine away because I don't find it that interesting and it's old too. So I'm going to toss mine away and then lay the sweater flat so that I can get started on the sleeves. So for the sleeves, I'm going to make mine about 7 inches long. You can make yours as long as you want, but I'm going to keep mine at least a little bit short just for those days when it's really hot, and then but keep a sleeve on there just so it's warm enough for those days that it's a little bit more chilly at night. So I'm going to use the piece that I cut off for the other arm and measure it according to that piece, just so it can be a little bit more accurate. And when I am measuring it, I do pull it down a little bit, just because sometimes when you cut fabric and stuff, it sort of is off the line that it should be if you're doing this method of measuring. So I just check to make sure that it's 7 inches and then pull it down a little bit, just so I'm right on the line of where it should be. So now you're going to lay your sweater flat and just stretch out all the ends that you cut off. On this sweater, I'm going to cut all the tags off. This tag is a little bit close to the end of the sweater, so I don't want it peeking out or anything when I'm wearing it, so or through a hole, because I am going to cut holes in this sweater. So I'm going to cut that one off, and then I'm also going to cut the one off the collar too. But now that I'm doing this, I realize that I'm actually going to cut off the collar anyway, so that was kind of pointless. So now what I'm doing here is just mapping out the area of the sweater that I want to cut holes in, so that it gives me sort of a guide. So when you're getting prepared to do the holes, you're just going to sort of pinch the material and just cut just the very top of that little pinched section, and then stretch the hole so that it kind of gets a nice stretch on it and it doesn't look like you freshly cut it. And just do the same for the rest of the sweater, going all the way up in whatever design you want or whatever way that you want. I'm going to do a lot of bigger holes towards the bottom of the sweater, and then I'm going to work my way up and sort of make them a little bit smaller, but still add some bigger ones in there just to add kind of like a variation of texture in the sweater. So you just want to do that, and then we'll move on to the next step. So as I get to the top of the sweater, I'm going to make the holes a little bit smaller, not as large as I did on the bottom, because I'm going to have a larger neckline once I cut the collar off, so it's sort of going to be a little bit more open, and I don't want huge holes up there. So once we get to the top of the neckline, we're going to cut the neckline open. I'm just going to do mine a little bit below the rim of the collar because I don't want it too open where it's where I can't hang it on a hanger, or it's kind of exposing my chest a little bit too much. I just want it a little bit more open and a little bit more open and fresh looking, since this is a summer type of sweater shirt thing. So once you're done with the neckline, you're going to want to stretch that out a bit, just so it looks more worn and sort of like you didn't do it. And you're going to also look on the side of the seams where the shoulder meets the neckline. There's this little seam that sort of comes out, so you kind of want to snip that little edge off, just so it also keeps it from looking like you did it at home. And yeah, so it'll just look a little bit more clean and polished that way. But it is distressed, and it's supposed to be a distressed look, so stretch all you want and make it look as messy as possible, and that pretty much concludes the way it should look. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's so easy to do. All you need is the scissors and the sweater. Easy project to do at home on a rainy day or a cloudy day, or when you just are bored. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I always say, give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.